Cleanup continues after a rail fuel tanker leaked 2,500 gallons of kerosene fuel last night, contaminating waterways on the east side of Columbus and Whitehall. The Columbus Division of Fire says the spill happened just south of the airport on East 5th Avenue. The Environmental Protection Agency is now on site. 10 TV's Carla Rogner is live from the cleanup. And Carla, just in the past hour, we've learned that spill has spread, and now you're about 12 minutes from that original cleanup location.
Yeah, Yolanda, we found another hazmat crew working more than 3 miles south of that original spill location, which was over on East 5th Avenue. This is just north of Refugee Road. The crew is working here, and we're learning it's because of that heavy rain that we had this afternoon. It caused the current to rise in the river here. And take a look at just what they're dealing with. It's still that same strong smell of fuel that we're getting out here. And look at all of this fuel that is in this creek here. This is the Mason Run Creek, which connects to the Big Darby Creek, and you still see that same shine on the water here from the fuel spill. I did just talk to the fire department, and they're still sticking with that same message that right now there is no reason for the public to feel like their safety or health is at risk. They're going to continue monitoring this afternoon, but we did learn that wildlife is being impacted.
It stunk so bad, it was ridiculous.
For Robert Adams, the smell was the first sign that something was off.
It smelled like burnt rubber. I thought cars on fire.
But worse than the smell,
The only thing I'm concerned about is the little ducks.
the family of ducks that spend so much time in his yard, they're practically pets covered in fuel.
And then I seen the poor little babies with their mother that's right over there, covered in oil this morning. It's sad. There's one over there, and there's a couple on that over there, and they're just laying around the yard now.
Their usual hangout in the creek outside Adams' home, full of kerosene fuel that authorities say leaked from a fuel tanker on East 5th Avenue. According to the fire department, the fuel spread through at least 4 miles of waterways.
Really, the only risk is just nuisance, so we'll just advise the residents that you're going to get an odor of gas like you would be at like a gas station. No calls for alarm. It's just going to be more of a nuisance than anything. No major threat to health.
But while the fire department says despite the smell, there is no safety risk to Adams and his neighbors, he's still worried about his smaller neighbors.
I wish animal control or somebody come out here and get them and clean them up.
Yeah, I called several agencies this afternoon to see if there was anyone who could go out there and help the ducks, and we do have some good news to share. Take a look. I checked back in with Robert this afternoon, and he said that late this afternoon, just before 4 o'clock, wildlife agents from the Ohio Department of Natural Resources showed up with nets. They were able to take the mama duck along with 2 of her ducklings in to hopefully get them a little cleaned up. The DNR tells me that they've had volunteers out all afternoon looking for any wildlife who may need some help. And I also want to mention, when I spoke with the fire department just a bit ago, they said they also have crews checking out some connections to this over on the southwest side of Columbus. Now that's more than 10 miles from that original spill site. Reporting live on the east side, Carla Rogner, 10 TV News.